What's up and welcome back to the Metalhead Car Show. Today, Hyundai has announced the newest addition to the N line, and that is the new Ioniq 5N. Hyundai's first ever fully EV N model. For the brand that's slowly trying to go fully EV, having a performance model out, it's both a very cool touch and very important for the future. And I know some people have seen this thing already and thought, okay, great, another EV, it makes decent power, whatever, who cares? Why is this important? Now, I kind of thought a little bit of the same thing. Despite I'm very much pro Hyundai, I think they're making some super cool stuff. I've talked about it in a video in the past, and I like where they're going right now. I like the ambitiousness, I like the throwback styling, I like the power they're making. I think Hyundai is a potential threat for a lot of manufacturers in the future, and a lot of people need to be paying attention right now. But what makes this different? Well, it's a hatchback, or something that's damn nearly the size of a hatchback, that makes 601 horsepower. And with this new thing that Hyundai is referring to as the Grin N Boost, or the N Grin Boost, it makes an additional 50 horsepower for 10 seconds and has a 0 to 60 as low as 3.4 seconds. But again, if you would like to say that's not that impressive or it's not that cool, here's some of the cars it's making more power than: the Porsche Carrera GT, the Ford GT, the LP640 Murcielago, every production Dodge Viper, and the McLaren F1. This thing makes serious power. But it's not a Tesla, it's not all about going fast in a straight line. This thing's been tested profusely on the Nürburgring, so it's gonna handle well. So, it makes good power, it's likely gonna handle well, I think it looks nice, but it's still an EV, and they have one issue. In my opinion, the big issue with EVs is the power delivery. They're all gonna come on roughly the same way, and the distinction factor towards EVs is kind of not there. A lot of the heavily modified gas engines have their own way of building power, or their own power delivery methods, whether it be naturally aspirated, direct torque from a supercharger, or turbo lag, which leads to this explosion of horsepower. It's all a different and unique experience. As in EVs, there's a lot of it immediately, but that's kind of all of them. So one thing Hyundai is doing, which I think is a brilliant tactic, they're making a simulated 8-speed automatic, so the power delivery is not going to feel just like every other EV. I can't wait to see how that lasts and how that holds up in reality, but I think it's a very cool idea. But it's not all about performance. This thing has to be a usable vehicle. One thing I love with it is the charge time. Hyundai is saying this thing will actually go from 10% charge to 80% charge in its battery in 18 minutes, which I think is absolutely wild. And the price. The price isn't officially released, but what's kind of leaked out right now is it'll cost somewhere between $62,000 to $64,000, which that's a lot of power and a lot of tech from a car that doesn't cost that much, comparing it to a lot of its both gas-powered and EV competition. Closing thoughts, I like it. I think the Ioniq 5's always been a pretty cool car, but here comes the super performance-oriented, aggressive N version of this very cool car. I think this is another great move from Hyundai's N division, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they have up their sleeve next. I want to know, what do you think? Do you like this thing? Do you think this is awesome? Or do you think it's another EV and it doesn't matter? Let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed what you've seen. I post on Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, and I'll see you later.